The next one, we're going to look at language barriers in conflict and resolution. Communication is very important in every human existence. As if various forms are the easiest and the most effective means of transferring information and receiving feedback. This process has influences which serve as a barrier to the effectiveness of this communication. One of those barriers is language. In Nigeria, there are over 450 languages. The number includes dialects spoken in various regions. We must recognize that communication is symbolic interaction rich in subtlety and subtlety. Yes, it will never be strictly concrete or objective. Please, the next slide. The ability to use language efficiently and effectively as peace and conflict students will require not just good education alone, but years of consistent practice. Although many variables will influence the effectiveness of language, 5 aspects of language, according to merit special attention, they are accuracy, vividness, immediacy, appropriateness, and method. We are trying to establish in this session that language is an effective tool for communication. And a situation where the receiver, the sender passes a message and the receiver doesn't get the message, there is going to be distortion. And where there are distortions, it might definitely lead to what? Conflict. So we're trying to establish that proper and effective communication is one way of doing what? Avoiding conflict in the long run. Yes. Early warning and early study section 8. We're going to look at early warning and early response mechanism. Let's go. The meaning of early warning. Early warning, a warning at early stage of an event is a set of circumstances that will have negative consequences. Early warning in EW can be defined as the collection, analysis, and communication of relevant evidence and conclusion to policymakers to enable them make choices. Early warning is systematic collection and analysis of information coming from areas of crisis for the purpose of anticipating the escalation of violence, the development of strategic response to crisis, the presentation of options to critical actors for the purpose of decision making and prevention. It is a complete system of indicators that helps to predict the probability that a crisis is likely to happen so that a preventive action can be taken on time. Importance or benefit of early warning. It is a disaster protection mechanism. It promotes private and public-private partnership, introduces and supports services at the local level and directly enhance development. It promotes increased development, application of scientific methods, including improved science and technology information dissemination. It advances communication participation for its own sake. There are a lot of advantages, please. That's right. Types of early warning. We have conflict early warning. This is the type of early warning information or system aimed at preventing or impending conflict. Disaster early warning is the type of warning that sounds alarm that there is a natural disaster might happen. In Nigeria, we don't really have that, but I think in Western countries or advanced countries, they have things like that where they give a warning that there is going to be a natural disaster. An example is the time we have flood in Nigeria. There was a warning to that for people who are living in coastal areas to do what? To vacate that place. Another one is the hazard assessment. This one is what happens when probably issues of accident, domestic accident, fireball, where people, experts come to look at the scenario and know what really caused the accident. The next one. Indicators of early warning. When you talk about indicators of early warning, we are simply talking about pointers to a given situation. What points to a situation? They may also be referred to as devices for exhibiting condition for pain time. And when you talk about indicators, you're talking about index, symbol, you're talking about bridge, you're talking about display, something that points to a certain thing, an indicator of something. It's simply, when you talk about, maybe let me say, growth index, You are simply talking about great growth indicators. When you want to talk about development index, you're talking about growth indicators. So when you talk about early warning indicators, we are simply talking about those things that point to a certain thing, that point to a certain conflict. And when you talk about another word, display, index, synopsis, symbol. Next slide, please. Types of indicators. We have what we call economic indicators. We have environmental indicators. Economic indicators are something that is trying to show that probably there will be economic recession. Before we have economic recession, there are pointers to what we say in this year, in this coming year, there is going to be what? Economic recession. So when we talk about economic indicators, they are indicators that point to crises that might come in the economic dimension. Environmental indicators are indicators that talks about our environment, points to hazards in our environment, especially when we talk, let me talk about probably flood, issues of flood, issues of what is this one called, the green layer or whatever, caused by the ozone. All these things are things that can be categorized as environmental indicators. The next one is the social indicators. When you talk about social, we are simply talking about relationships between human beings. And definitely when there are relationships between human beings, they are bound to be crises. These are indicators, social indicators that we point to the fact that there might be a crisis. Political indicators are indicators that point to political instability, political crisis. Security indicators are those things that indicators that point to threats of our security. Individual security, when you talk about indicators of individual security, you are simply talking about those things that will affect your security as a person. There are pointers, those things that when you see, you automatically know that your individual security has been tampered. Example, issues of kidnapping, issues of ritual killing, issues of armed robbery. All these things are indicators of individual security. Another one is rural indicators. At the grassroots level, we have our politics. We have our own wars, our conflict. For instance, land disputes. These are indicators in the rural. These are rural indicators. Another one is this contention as to who will be the king. All these things are what indicators in the rural dimension. Another one is educational indicators. Decline in education now for the one we see these days. People going to miracle centers. All these things are pointers to education are what we call educational indicators. Demographically, it involves changes and displacement in our environment. For instance, a good example is what happened in Afghanistan now. People are now moving on because of the change over there. Now we're going to look at the meaning of early response. Previously, we've looked at early warning. Whenever there is a warning, the next thing that comes is response. When there is early warning, when you are pre-informed about a crisis that is going to happen, the next thing you are expected to do is to do what? To respond immediately. So it refers to an initiative that occurs in the very early stages of a perceived armed conflict, man-made or natural disaster, with the aim of reducing, solving it, or transforming the conflict. It refers to the process of consultation, policy making, planning, and action geared towards reduction of armed conflict or guide against or mitigate the effect of natural or man-made disaster on the people. The purpose of early warning is not only to have access to information about the deteriorating situation, but it is also to do something about it. Hence, it's important that we know what early warning is about and know that what precedes early warning is what? Early response.